Morning kittens video cam. Kittens on the bed or getting ready to get on the bed. We captured them for another night in the pen. Nights in the pen seems to work. Hey Gladys, what are you doing? She's never seen Mommy laying down. Here comes Stella. Hey Stella. So now she's like, all right, what's going on? Mommy's laying there like that. That's weird. And I figured they would jump right down to play with and harass the two male cats, but they're staying close to Mommy and jumping in and out of the pen. The last night again, I thought they would not come back to the pen, but they were happy to sleep in their pen last night. I keep thinking they don't need me anymore. What is that? Yeah, they need you. Even Stella, who acts very little Miss Standoff Stella. Yeah, she might need you most of all. Yeah, she's got a hard little heart, that one. I don't know why. She's so young. And she fights for her food and she doesn't have to, and she doesn't like being snuggled. She wants to get away. Don't touch me, don't kiss me, stop hugging me, get the hell off me. And her sister is the opposite. What is her sister doing over there by my stuff? Oh my god, she's on my yoga mat. That's alright. We do kitten yoga around here, I guess everybody knows that. Stella, your sister's insane. Hey, love. See, look at her. She runs away. No. I'm gonna see. Oh, yes, baby. I love you, Johnny. I love you too. You've come a long way just letting them do this with you and not worrying so much. Well, my biggest concern was when they were a little smaller, tumbling off the bed, because that could get them hurt. But because this bed is high, yeah. But now that fear is no longer in the equation, what does she do? She's pulling at your rubber band. Yeah. You're so crazy, Gladys. She's the happiest little fucking fruit fly, fruit cake. Gladys. I love them so much. I love them so much. Here they come. Gonna be on Mama's blanket. Who's gonna sleep with me first, I wonder? I've got one word in it. Oh, Gladys hit the ground running. She jumped off the bed. Your sister jumped off the bed. Where's your bravery? You're twice her size, yeah. Come on, Stella. Take that plunge. She's crying down there now, Gladys. Gladys climbed back up on the bed. She's a genius. There you go, my sheets. These sheets are ready to go anyway. I want nice new sheets for the summer. Uh-oh, now you're up on my stuff. Things will fall. Get used to it, folks. Things will fall. Girls. Get away from Mommy's tea. Do I sound convincing? Hey, what are you doing? Bring that closer. All right. hairstyle. She's a beauty, my black beauty there. Fella. What's on for today, though? Not a thing. Just, I'm thinking a lot of breathing. All right. We watched a movie about fasting and the merits of fasting, and even just how intermittent short fasts are really good for your body to help your body recover from any kind of disease, inflammation. And these brothers did it for 40 days. The name of the movie is Fasting. But here's what my problem was with that movie. Because it was really challenging watching these guys starve themselves to death. And they did not look well to me at the end. They were, I guess, in good shape. But their faces, they did look like they were going to die. Well, they look like yogis. What are your thoughts on it? Take a look at me at the end of my life. Right. Do you feel like I had that look too about me? I guess so. I'm used to what you looked like skinny though. Yeah, but think long and hard at some of the real severe pictures. Right, like the pictures of you in Bermuda with Sean getting your painting done. Yeah, you looked real Swami-ish, like real yogi-ish there. Were you trying to I was fasting here and there, but probably not in the healthiest way. And also, when I broke fast, I would feel guilty about it and often find unhealthy ways and purge. Right, okay. So I did not have it in check, and it was not supervised by any type of professional in the field of fasting, if you will. But I read a lot of books on it. And do you feel that it was good for your body? I was very tired a lot of the time. Probably having some form of organ failure here and there. So you don't recommend it. I recommend, for now, the daily fasting cycle for us. Okay, explain. You're showing me the number 6, right? 6 hours, no eating, followed by an hour of eating whatever you want. And then another 6 hours, no eating. That's very doable. Some people would say no, would think that was not. People are really nauseous. They like to just eat all day long, and their body never gets a rest from it. I'm trying to think because when I eat, I don't eat a lot in one sitting. Well, I do tend to spread it out. All right, let's try the 6th thing after breakfast this morning and see how that works out. Plan out breakfast. We have some yogurt. I would suggest some salmon. Perhaps some miso broth. And maybe a couple of oat crackers. And then give us 6 hours. I could do that easily. All right. You're on, girl. All right. Okay. And if we find ourselves feeling really, really hungry before the 6 hours is up, get up and play some music instead of getting up and eating. All right. Because we're still in boot camp. This is just a new day. We've been in kitten boot camp, right? Well, they don't need us so much over there anymore, right? As you can tell, they're off and running, yes. And that's a great thing. I have to set up their little tube. I know it. So let's start the day with some broth. Are you ready for that? Yes, I am. And then we'll, oh, and broth can be, broth and tea. It can be enjoyed. Also some seaweed in between. Oh, well, then that makes it simple. Yeah. Broth, tea, and seaweed? Yes. Oh, and any kind of green vegetables. They can be. The only thing with fasting from during the 6 hour fast is solids, proteins, carbs, and fats. Broth, tea, seaweed, it's okay. All right, I gotta get my seaweed out. That's right, girl. You gotta get your seaweed out. All right, I'm digging this. Day 1 of fasting in kitten boot camp. Also, you will find that if you start the process with the seaweed broth as your base, right. The first thing that you have is the seaweed broth. And you can have as much as you want, but and don't worry about the sodium. That miso is a real good brand. I'll clear you when the broth is enough. But you're okay with your. Believe it or not, you're great with your sodium. Your blood pressure issues are entirely inflammation based. On the muscle tears and the various autoimmune cell defenses that we are building up, that need to be built up. I was amazed by the one story in there of the woman who it's kind of not gross, but she had these big fibroid tumors in her abdomen, and a lot of women get them, and she fasted for 20 days or something, and they fell out. The fibroid tumors died, and while she was urinating one day, these big tumors fell out of her. How big were her tumors? They were about the size of a lychee nut. Not as big as a lemon, about the size of a lychee nut. All right, how do you know all that? How do you know how big that woman's tumors were? I don't just know. Yeah, so we gotta find that seaweed, so. And the kittens must be fed breakfast, right? Oh, my baby, we're ready to rock. All right. Here's day 1 of the KBC Lena and John fasting fiasco. Okay, so does the seaweed? No, the seaweed does not count. The 6 hours begin after your first protein goes down the gullet. Same with your the protein. You have 1 hour to eat a meal, whatever it is. It can be protein, noodles. He's talking about these gourmet, organic brown rice ramen noodles. I don't want those. It could be nuts, seeds, fruit. And of course, we have our yogurt too. So non-fat yogurt preferably, right? Oh God! But if you're not ready to eat yet, don't do it. All right. We have 1 hour. Okay, okay. And then 6 hours off. That doesn't seem like fast. It is fasting. All right. And then after the 6 hours, another hour to have your evening meal or your afternoon meal, whatever it is, followed by another 6 hours. Okay. Of abstinence. Of you could have some broth and tea. That's it. Broth and tea. Sugar-free cough drops. Okay, that's fine. Something like that is fine. Sparkling water, flavored water, anything without sugar or calories in it is fine. All right, great. Your body is just purifying. Lots of water. Water, water, water. Right. And, take all your supplements. That's a good, you could, and wheatgrass juice you can enjoy. Um, Spirulina, anything is supplemental is fine, right? Because that goes, and that'll be absorbed even better than it usually is when there's food in your system. Okay, some things they say to take with a meal. Well, if those things are important to you, it's not that big a deal. It's I don't really. Uh, but if it's that important to you, to make sure you take certain supplements with your meal. Alright. Oh, John, what are you doing? Oh. Come on, kitten, slow it down. Let's go back to bed. We'll worry about this fasting nonsense later. Praise be God and Mother. It's another day.